Hey, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, and on this episode, we're going to interview Dr. Ken in a two-part series. Coming up next. You know who's smart? Dr. Ken. Dr. Ken Berry. Everybody go get his #1 Amazon best-selling book, Lies My Doctor Told Me. Check out Dr. Ken's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all those lovely social media sites. They're in the description link below. Make sure to like this and share it. We want everyone to hear Dr. Ken is so smart.
Plot twist. I want to hear about your book.
My book?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I want to know.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm the interviewer. You're the interviewee. Tell me about this new book I hear about, Countess.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's a #1 new release, Amazon, called The Mom's Guide to Ketosis. And there's a whole bunch of other things after that. Basically, it's a Mom's Guide to Ketosis. It's for brand new keto people is who I geared it towards. So a seasoned keto person may love my recipes because it does have a bunch of the Countess recipes that I use personally with my family. But it's a beginner's book, an easy read for people to pick up and get the gist of keto quickly so people can implement it quickly.
Nice. How many different recipes do you think are in the book?
30. Around
30 different recipes. Yeah, good. Perfect. And so this would be a great thing if somebody's just started keto, if they're a mom, they got kids, they got a husband. This would be a great book for them to be able to, it's a quick read. They could go through this. They got some quick recipes and they could get the basic tenets of the ketogenic way of eating.
That's right. That's right. And I looked heavily, I love Amazon, but I looked heavily for the mom and for me as an entrepreneurial, serial entrepreneur, busy mom book, and I couldn't find one. So I wanted to create my own. It's for a mom, and it could be moms who work or stay at home with their children, which is the biggest work of all.
That's awesome.
That kind of integrating that in of being a mom and how you do this with your family too.
Will you put a link down below? Because I want to buy that after we're finished.
Thank you. Thank you. I would love to send you, it's going to be out on hardback. I'm going to get that up next week. I would love to send you an autographed copy.
Please. I want the SIG in there, and I want a sweet little note and a SIG. Yeah.
I will. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Well, I want to flip it back to you because Dr. Ken, you are brilliant. You really are. To me, I've said this before, you help thousands of people. You're going to help millions of people because you say things that are clear to people and easy for us to understand, myself included, but sometimes we need it in layman's terms. So do we need lotions and potions and pills and things like that for our adrenal, to help with our adrenals?
Great question. And so there are gurus in the ketogenic community who have all kinds of pills and powders, adrenal support, adrenal formula, blah, 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 blah. I don't personally think any of that is necessary. If you have a true adrenal disease, then you need to be seeing a doctor and you need to be, perhaps on medication. But do you need adrenal support or adrenal formula? No, you don't need any of that. You need to fix your diet, #1, fix your shift if you're a shift worker, and then fix your life. Those 3 things fix all adrenal fatigue issues. Does that make sense? There is nothing else you eat. Now, some people benefit greatly from the essential oils because they help with the calming. They help with lowering the anxiety level. Just letting go, giving it to baby Jesus or whatever you have to do for your heart and your mind to just let it go. And so for many people, essential oils, for some people incense, for some people other kinds of scents, whatever lets you chillax, that's going to lower your cortisol level. And that's ultimately going to be a good thing for your adrenal health. And so no, I don't recommend a single adrenal supplement. I haven't seen one that I would put my name behind and say, yep, you need that. I have never seen a single one.
Dun, dun, dun. Just talking with somebody this morning about that. Supplements. What supplements, speaking of supplements, should we be taking on the keto diet?
So the ketogenic diet is the most nutritionally complete diet that humans can eat. Keto/paleo/ancestral, wherever you fall on that spectrum, there is no diet that's more healthy and more nutritionally complete than the diet that human beings have been eating for 100,000 years and have been thriving on for 100,000 years. So there are a lot of people come to this and they have keto flu, and so they need some electrolytes and stuff short term for the first week or the first month or two. But once you're keto adapted, once you are used to this, once you've figured out where all the macros are in the food, once you figured out where the vitamins and minerals are, because there are many people out there who've never considered food. They've never thought about it. They don't give a damn about it. They just go and they talk into the microphone, and then they eat the food product that comes out of the window. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, wait, that's bad for me? Oh, crap. So then they start trying to learn, and their learning curve is literally straight up. And so for a minute, you're going to have to do some research. You're going to have to read some articles. You're going to have to watch some Countess videos. You're going to have to maybe download a macro counter on your phone for a month or two until you figure out what's got fat in it, what's got carbs. I don't even know, right? Because there are so many people. I'll tell you just a quick example from here in the clinic, which is where I'm coming from today. So many people have said, yeah, I watched your video and I threw my bunny bread away, which is white bread, processed bread. And I'm like, that's excellent. And they're like, yeah, I don't eat anything now but wheat bread. And I'm like, right? But I can't be a keto bully to that person because they don't know better. They're learning. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, so wheat bread is less bad than white bread, but it's not going to do it for you. You got to throw that away too. And they're like, really? I didn't realize. And so they just learned something, right? And I just taught something. So that makes us both happy. But so many people have no clue what's in food. And so the only things really that Americans need to supplement is vitamin D, definitely, because there's just not a lot of vitamin D in the American diet. Magnesium, you probably need a supplement, especially if you have trouble getting to sleep at night or trouble with things moving in the restroom. Sometimes you might need a little magnesium. I tried to be as euphemistic as possible with that. Was that okay?
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
you're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Poop, y'all.
Yeah, asterisk, I was talking about poop, but sorry. Sorry, shot. Okay, so anyway, but when you start eating a good keto diet, now if you can't afford the top-notch keto stuff, you may still need to take a vitamin D supplement. But once you're able to afford grass-fed pork, grass-fed butter, and then eggs from chickens that are true free-range, that get to run around and chase bugs all day, you're going to be getting vitamin D in your diet because that's where vitamin D is in those things. And that's why our grandmothers didn't die of vitamin D deficiency and rickets and osteomalacia back 100 years ago, is because they cooked everything in bacon grease. And the pigs back then ran around in the pasture, ran around in the woods. And so they had good vitamin D sources back then. But now that everybody's cooking with idiotic canola and corn oil and soybean oil, there's no vitamin D. There's nothing in that except chronic inflammation and disease. And so most people need a vitamin D supplement. Most people need a magnesium supplement. But once you're eating good keto, you're not going to really need any other supplements.
Thank you. Okay, so someone had just asked what happens if you're going to the bathroom too much? Someone was asking.
So sometimes when you change your diets from standard American diet to paleo, you might have a week or two where you're either constipated or more likely you have some diarrhea. That can happen. That doesn't mean go back to the stupid American diet. It means give your gut and your gut bacteria a week or two to adjust to the new nutrients, right? Then everything will be back to normal. Then when you switch to keto, you might have a week or two of either constipation or diarrhea again. That does not mean go back to the stupid American diet. That means give your gut a week or two to adjust. Maybe take a good quality probiotic for a while. And probiotics, I think if people notice that they help them, I think that's fine to take probiotics long term, a good quality one. Don't ever buy probiotics from China Mart because there's nothing healthful in that. You need to go to a good health food store, or you need to go to GNC or somewhere where they care about their reputation, because the big box stores just put stuff on the shelf. They don't give a damn if it's good for you or not, right? They're just trying to, the bottom line is all they care about. But sometimes you need a probiotic to help balance things again. Sometimes you might need some real yogurt or real kefir for the bacteria in there to get things balanced again, okay? And so once you've been keto for a while, you're not going to have any trouble with that unless you've always been that person who tends to be constipated. And some people just tend to be constipated. Now, is that really a medical problem? Is that a big deal? Probably not. Some people focus way too much on that, and that's fine. That if that's your thing, that's cool. But then you're going to take a little extra magnesium, and you'll find the dose of magnesium, whether it's 400 or 600 or 800 or 1,000 milligrams a day, where you poop like a champ. That's what I say to my patients in the clinic. You poop like a champ, right?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And so
That's right.
Then there you go. You fix the problem. It's no longer an issue. Because I'll tell you, you're never going to overdose on magnesium. If you have normal kidney function, you'll just pee out any extra magnesium you don't need. You're never going to overdose on magnesium. It's really not possible unless you're taking a stupid amount, which in my opinion would be more than 1,000 milligrams a day.
Thank you. Loving that little elephant behind you. Is that in your office?
Yeah, this is, okay, so each different exam room here at the Berry Clinic has a hand-painted mural. And it's done by Kenny Lynn Pierce. He lives in Jackson, Tennessee, and he's a wonderful artist. He's painted murals for like country music stars and people in Nashville and stuff. And he's in high demand. He's very hard to get a hold of, and he charges out the, But this is
the magnesium.
Exactly. But this is handmade, hand painted, one of a kind, and he actually puts parchment paper on the wall. Let me see if I can. So you can just see this is an entire wall. And this is all
gorgeous.
Is that not the best ever?
I love that. That's beautiful.
This is my favorite room in the clinic. And there's a little guy here, but he's hidden. See the little guy over there? Yeah. And so, yeah, he's really awesome. And every different room has a little different theme and a different hand painted wall. And it costs a lot, but I just feel like it makes it feel like
beautiful.
It's really nice. It's relaxing. Lowers your cortisol.
It lowers your cortisol. I love it. I love it. Someone's asking about the ACV, apple cider vinegar, how much to take. Are we taking that for our gut? Are we supposed to be taking this?
Well, and let me tell you, apple cider vinegar seems to have many benefits in the human body. It can help with reflux or heartburn. It can help you digest your minerals and vitamins better because it's acidic, right? And a lot of people just don't have enough acid in their stomach. And I've done a bunch of videos in the past, and I'm going to do some more here in the near future about taking acid blockers and just how bad for your health that is. Now, if you need one occasionally, that's fine. But I'm talking about chronically taking Prilosec, Prevacid, Nexium every day for years. A lot of people just get in a habit and they just forget, I'll just take my purple pill every day. Don't do that. Stop that. Unless you have a specific gastric problem that your doctor said you'll die if you don't take Nexium every day, don't take an acid blocker every day because you need the acid to digest and absorb your minerals and vitamins. If you don't have them, there's actually emerging research now that shows you increase your risk of dementia. If you take an acid blocker every day, you increase your risk of osteoporosis. You increase your risk of all kinds of other chronic long-term diseases by blocking your stomach acid every day. And apple cider vinegar is acidic. It's not as acidic as your stomach acid, but it is, and so it helps a little. But also there's research that shows that if you'll take a dose, which is usually a teaspoon or a tablespoon before a meal, that you'll, instead of your blood sugar spiking like this, it has a more level, you won't spike your blood sugar even if you eat some carbs. And so a lot of diabetics notice that their postprandial or their after meal blood sugar doesn't go as high if they'll take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, either straight like Nisha does it, because she loves it. She'll swig it out of the bottle, and I can't do that. I have to dilute mine. Yeah, she is. I dilute mine in some water, like 4 ounces of water, so I can drink it quickly, and it still doesn't taste great, but it's overpowering if you drink it out of the bottle for me. But that will keep your blood sugar from shooting as high. And so I think there's multiple benefits to apple cider vinegar. You want to always get Bragg's, Braggs, and it has the mother in the bottom, right? And you always want to shake it up. I saw one guru on YouTube trying to be smart, and he was talking about Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and he didn't shake it up before he used it. And it's like, yeah, dude, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You're just fronting. So anyway, yeah, I think apple cider vinegar is a great thing, but I don't know so much about the tablets or the capsules. I don't know. I mean, obviously people are using that because they hate the taste. But I think this is one of those things in life you just need to suck it up and do it because you can dilute it with water.
Someone's saying, as a hygienist, please use with a straw. Is there a
Right.
difference?
If you use it straight, it is acidic, and so it might mess with your enamel a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if that's enough to matter or not, but yeah, use a straw if you're going to drink it straight, or just dilute it with water, and then you don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
What about my IF? For my intermittent fasting, I take this when I'm eating, not when I'm fasting, because it's going to jack with my fast.
It'll probably slow down autophagy, but I don't think that it'll raise your insulin enough to break a fast. And so a lot of people, I don't know if you've seen our Ketorade video on the YouTube channel, but it's cheap. Let me tell you, when you put a drop of cinnamon essential oil, the apple cider vinegar smell and taste literally disappears. And I did not believe that was going to happen. I was shocked. But you can make up a gallon or a quart, keep it in the fridge, and it's salty enough that it'll curb your appetite. And so I believe you can use the Ketorade with no sweetener when you're doing a water only fast. I think it works just as good as coffee, tea, or salty water.
Everybody run over to Dr. Ken DeBerry's YouTube channel to check out that Ketorade video. I'll put it in the description link below. It's so good. I've watched it several times at different points just because it's really, really helpful information.
And you guys are welcome to share that on your Facebook page or wherever. I had a lady the other day ask me, do you mind if I share this on my Facebook page? And I was like, no, it's totally fine. And so I think a lot of people think that it's plagiarizing or something, but you guys are welcome to share that stuff. It's all free. I don't make any money off making those videos. You can share them to the heavens and back. It's totally fine with me. And you never know who you're going to help by doing that.
That's right. That's exactly right. And we are wanting to change lives away from this crappy American standard diet that is poisoning people. So,
and not just the standard American diet, but the American Heart Association diet is just as toxic. The American Diabetic Association diet is just as toxic as the stupid American diet. So I don't want anybody eating any of those diets. I want all of my patients eating a ketogenic diet.
One more quick question, because I know we have to go. For fasting, can we take supplements during a fast?
What you probably need to do is take your supplements right at the beginning of your feeding window. And then that way there's no question, right? And that's doable for almost everybody. Yeah, keto's, Lisa, absolutely keto is okay with hyperthyroid or hypothyroid or Hashimoto's. It's not going to do anything bad to your thyroid function. All it's going to do is move it back towards normal. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's what I do. If I'm fasting, I won't take my supplements, which I typically take vitamin D, CoQ10, and sometimes some zinc. Just because I'm a guy and I worry about the testosterone thing. But I'll take those right at the beginning of the feeding window.
Cool. Everybody make sure you share this video. Dr. Ken, thank you so much. Next week I'm going to be seeing you. I'm going to try to have the beach in the background just to taunt you of the ocean waves crashing.
You're going to try to top my background this week. That's all.
I feel like now it's a competition. Game on. I got to top that because he's really cute. He's a cute elephant. Thank you so much.
He's really good. Okay. Thank you so much, Countess. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.